back, guys, to Austin Megu chapters this time. That's what we're doing this time. Nope. Story mode. Austin Megu. Discovered like heavy rain clouds fill the sky. Raindrops cover the atmosphere. The main city was busy. People walking up and down the sidewalks. Traffic covered the main road and side street. A man with a long blonde hair and an open up brown business suit walking along one of these streets. The man dragged his feet into water puddles. He turned to another street and walked down the street farther until he walked into a fence bar around time. The man with the blonde hair and tan skin busted through the door with his clothes dressed, and he sat on one of the stools with a chin here. Give me this whole bottle of Hennessy. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if that's good. I don't give a shit. Give me the You're terrible, man. I would just fired all you. You got fired at Waterpill's Corp? How many? That is the hardest place to get fired if you know what you're doing. Maybe I'll talk to our boss, see what we can do. It does not matter. For such a large place that governed and funded the city, the CEO does not care for anyone there. Out of hundreds of people that man day on does not care for any of the diligent employees. I get fired for trying to ask why things are not going well with the company. He fired me for just talking to him, and it's bullshit. Place like this all the time has things. It's always difficult to manage a place like that with so many people doing too many different things. How am I going to pay my bills? My degrees only work for getting me jobs like that. Everyone knows that minimum wage jobs will not pay for a fucking house or a car, let alone groceries every week. I'm gonna go take my mind off things. You're already still in your words. I hope you're not going to go on with your goals out here. One of these days you're going to get pregnant. How does that job have the nerve to keep people in the dark and then treat them like slaves? People do not even see their families do the place. What do they need so many goddamn people for? Go talk to the prostitute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cheeks clapping. I'm just saying. Can I help you, or you want to pay me? Hey, what do you want? How many services? All of them. Austin made a way to before pushing in the middle of the bed. He quickly got on top of her and shoved her tongue into her mouth with an aggressive kiss. Memories of the girl with long blonde hair and pink silver holding a child. Memories of Austin and a moment together entered her mind. Austin moving got more aggressive at each memory. With the memories came rough intercourse with a woman he did not know. Austin was trying to enjoy the time to forget the family once had but with each movement it only increased the memories bit by bit. Afterward, the two were laying in the bed side by side. Will you stay with me? Sorry, but I don't do it temporary. Sorry if you feel in love. Or you feel most of the same. You're at the same, talk the same. So take that same woman, Kendra, selfish, toxic. The hell is wrong with you? You bitch. I thought once in your life you meet to show me. How many of you girls would it take to find that? Stay away. You all think so because your mothers, you have the power to keep the man away from the child. Move away. Think that divorce is just one this big expensive breakup. The girl ran away. Suddenly the ground shook out of it. Earthquake happened. Austin fell to the ground with the virgin in front of him, falling over and landing onto his arm. Anyway, that's it for chapter 1. I'll see you next on chapter 2. Alright, welcome back to chapter 2 of Austin's story. Damn it. Why would the ground shake like that? Go to the taxi. Alright, going to the taxi. An earthquake happened. Take me to the nearest hospital. Why would there be an earthquake? We were on the coast. We weren't near any tectonic plates. Something had to happen. Underground and collapse of the cave system. Maybe a mining accident? Unfortunately, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose you had that radius. This world is a mystery. Government cover-ups. Mystery people like that girl who did talent shows. Magic had to be real. Something had to be going on that we all aren't seeing. How many people in the world have information on seeing aliens, magic, Area 51? Some are hidden. Even whatever sick of day on and high ups are hiding. Austin Megu, we examine you and we know you have a very bad liver. Very bad, and we believe you need to go into the emergency surgery. Like, I mean, if I would need to, then sure, I'm ready. One of the doctors placed a mask over the patient's mouth. Austin was slowly going numb and held sleep as they were placing shots into his body. One of the doctors pulled a small scalpel and cut along the side of Austin's body. A disturbance filled the hospital. Those are not organs. What happened to the power of the hospital? What about the people on life support? Backup power down as well, nothing working. We gotta do something. We might have to move all the people to new buildings. Alright, and that's it for chapter 2. I'll see you all on chapter 3. I'm about to chapter 3 of Austin's story. Fire trucks and police cars surrounding the hospital. Spotlights were put around. Teams of firefighters and SWAT soldiers entered the building. Many ambulances were surrounding the building for multiple people who needed to be hooked up. Moss also was guided out of the building. He was placed in one of the many beds that outside since he was just finished with surgery. After all, he was transferred to another hospital for a day until he had recovered. Due to the issues going on, he could even stay a week and like normal. Austin was given pain medicine and had to return to the hospital. He had issues. Austin was walking home, thinking about the events going on. He was outside the apartment. What's going on, officer? Are you Austin Megu that lives in our apartment? Yeah, I do. Austin, you're on arrest for assault and solicitation of a prostitute. What the hell are you talking about? This ain't right. Where's the proof? The cut on a woman's cheek. She called and said you usually have this address. Get off me. You know who I was. I should got the surgery now. Get off me before you actually hurt me. What do you mean we stopped what we were doing? What if we were arresting someone? All criminals are set free. All police in the city are to look for a wanted criminal. What is his name? Viking Kiji? You're lucky, huh? We had to go. Orders from him. All squad to cover each street and look for the high criminal. Alright, that's it for chapter 3. I'll see you on chapter 4. Alright, welcome to about chapter 4 of Project Misty Austin story. What's going on? Who the police after? I should have heard on news that they were watching what a murder. How high is the level want to make no sense. You have the power to order something like that. Chief of police, the president, or someone possibly higher than the president. No, this was an order like that had never been given out. If what it is, the military will have evolved. It is something that they are deeply trying to cover up, considering that what they used to order us to do when people learn how we are fixing the city makes sense. Walk out the house. What's that, huh? A new kit, we are being attacked. A huge gust of wind blew across every street. Cars were sent flying along with tons of people. Austin was sent flying. A body crashed into the side of the nearest pool. Austin last second consonants was seeing the orange sky turn black. That is for chapter 4. I'll see you all on chapter 5. We're back to chapter 5, Austin story. Austin's consonants were fitting in and other consonants. The police from the impact covered the streets. Body of various people had scattered the street. Building had come over and fallen over. The heart of the city had turned into a wasteland. Austin's eyes slowly opened up and closed. The sky was dark, almost nighttime. A huge mushroom cloud covered the sky. Lightning pelts through the clouds. Austin's clothing fell heavy from the dirt and dust onto him. His ears rang. Austin opened an eye. He then felt the feeling of a human's hand on him. His possessions were being chased. Someone were dragging him around. The black streets were now gray. All the light poles around his had broken in half. Cars were broken apart or flipped over. Austin accidentally felt wet. His body was being dragged to a pool of warm liquid. His clothing stained red. He then realized his nose was reactivating. He could feel the blood from his head dripping down his face. Lifeless bodies filled the streets. The scent of blood and rotting was in the air and mixed in with the smell of fires and smoke. Austin looked at the nose go. A light brown hair was pouring him. Austin could not speak. His head was still hurting. Austin soon fell back asleep. And that is for chapter 5. I'll see you on the final chapter of Austin chapter, which is chapter 6. Alright, we're back to the final chapter of Austin story and Emmensity. For a moment, the world fell silent. A nuke had wiped out the center of the city. In a matter of moments, everything was asked for miles. Austin Megu was within the radius. He could not see. Everything was black. His memory was black. He was able to speak, unable to move his brain shut down. People around him was screaming and crying. Despair overcame Waterbury City. Austin tried hard to wake up, but could not. Only fake sounds would enter his ears. He could make out enough what people were saying. People were blaming the nuke on a terrorist attack. The start of World War III began. Austin knew what a lie. The United States would have defenses. Waterbury City was too important of a place to get destroyed so easily. It had the biggest impact on our government and the surrounding states. The sensibilities of the city with the core of the United States. The nuke would not randomly hit the place for nothing. Not Judge never do get that. A super nuke. One design to cover just a wide radius that nothing could escape its grasp. It would cover the whole area to make sure everyone was gone, or a certain person. The nuke was not designed to wipe out all life. It was not designed to do the most destruction. It was meant to sign someone who had the threat to the United States, even the world. Someone who knew too much. Austin wondered if it were him or someone else. Austin thought back to the days he was struggling. The day working day and night for an already seeded company, collaborating with a man named Dayon Kiji, a seedy man, a man who did not care for health, a man who did not care for the freedom of others, a man willing to give all he had for something so little, for an ideal order, a man who expected all the sheep to follow him, obey him, to pretend to farm. They will end was the entire world in Austin's little box. Austin Megu would know sheep. He would know fox trying to hurt the sheep. He would know piece of grass, something that would be consumed and would die too. He would not lose his life over the company. Austin Megu was somebody to put an owl hidden in the saddle. Was watching over, not too far from the sheep, not too far from the information. He could not see what was going on, but not too close where he could spot of being out of line, just in the right spot to not be noticed. Austin went in the middle of the hierarchy in the company. He was high enough where he could tell people what to do and had the freedom to walk to wherever he wanted. He was also just low enough under being a manager where he was still considered an average worker instead of some boss managers that received direct orders. One of the days, Austin was sitting in the comfy room, eating his lunch. A day went in the hallway, arguing on the phone. He had mentioned the CEO office and mentioned the basement. He then mentioned about being tired of having to take a helicopter to meet someone in the desert. It clicked in Austin's mind out more was going on. Austin began asking the other employees about what they heard from Dayon and what they knew about the company Austin put together. He eventually spoke to a janitor who would clean Dayon Kiji's office. Austin gave the janitor money for sneaking into Dayon's office. He gave him several files, although the paper were mostly generic boss work. Some of the paper has codes and passwords to the main network. He eventually used programs longer to using Dayon's ID and password. Austin opened up several files reviewing all the locations Waterbury's clip gave money to. It would have rolled back to all the locations. Something struck Austin curiosity. Several places were out of place. It saw the cathedral in the middle of the desert, and saw the mansion, and saw the mysterious volcano island, then saw New York City, and then Russia, and then a Mongolian place. It also saw a mysterious school. Austin continued to press buttons to reach the blueprint of the Waterbury's court building. Then he was in. Everything seemed normal until he clicked the second page, revealing the laboratory that were at least 40 stories below the basement. The lab had 4 sections, several offices, a portal room, a trash chute, a room, and a dimensional spare room. Austin was confused about what the documents were talking about. It eventually hits him. It would network a banking building, while the corp would network a government funding facility. It would an interdimensional travel lab experimentation. Austin click off the container search. You eventually found the name of an organization named Employees of the Black Table, and another one that just had the words Organization I, or Organization 1. Austin looked like the document read off several names: Raph, Victor, Finson, Liam Sneed, Akay, Ring, Akuma, Sloth, Greed, Gluttony, Envy, Lust, Pride, Yuri, Trent Johnson, Guru Downey, Benjamin Button, red, blue, green, yellow, gray, Eric Liam Sneed Jr. The list of names kept going. The Organization 1 stood for Illuminati. All the theories about the Illuminati about being real and the government and world being controlled by the settlers were real. Austin knew that if he were found with the information, he would be killed. He had gone home and set up an AI program. He would have to log into every 40 hours. If he did not log into the program, AI will produce a document of all the information and names that he found, along with screenshots. Austin brought a bunny away from the nuke. He brought it aching from the itching and bunny fin. He was being torn from the inside out due to the cellular level by radiation. There was nothing left for him to do but to accept fate. He was saddened that he would never going to see a child or wife he once had. He loved them. Even after his wife left him, he regretted his life up to this point. But after the moment he stopped caring, he would be sent to purgatory as life force was fully drained. It being a minor in reality, he smiled. He smiled knowing he was ruined day on. The man who treated him wrong from the start. As Austin's life laid waste, the program began to create the documents and automatically post them to various websites, only to be buried by thousands of comments and posts, but other than never seen again. Austin died not knowing that he was going to create a revolution, a chain reaction that would change the world. The governments all over the world were about to be exposed with nothing to stop it. And that is it. And that is it of Austin's story. I'll see you next time on Jack's story.